This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on the second-rate team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Astronauts offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're settled with a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. And it takes it in for a score. Touchdown! beating down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Bruce? Boomer! Sooner!
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The astronauts line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Kyle.
All kinds of running room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fellas, okay. job to find some running room by this junior. They've got it out at 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think they call that knowing they won't be able. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again.
Lost 1 deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial it both ways. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to kick and kick and kick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball
Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to reach some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious. And we've got guys up front that are athletic and they are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
And the astronauts will bring the punt team onto the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution.
Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there and do know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask on. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Grab in the backfield. It's O'Neal. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, that is not a third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
On his way from around the 50. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take the lead in this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Slings it downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, with the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short term. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the...
Tell her to stand by for a minute. I'm trying to get a hold of my car right back.
Okay.
I'll see if I can have him page real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a gap, it's Westbrook. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Sooner! A great catch and run for 6.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about having used for a long time. They're up 14 over Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right now.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try and have a big completion here. Going to try to get it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves. And he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that front.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down. That great terrific pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never know. And now that 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start.
Hey, Thomas. Thomas.
Hello?
Yeah, he'll be down in 5 minutes. He getting everybody prepped for surgery.
All right, let me call Susie back, because she was going to leave it with the guards. Okay, I'm going to call her.
Well, she can leave with the guards. I mean, unless you want to wait. It's up to her.
She texted me right now.
All right. And she getting 2 hours. She can wait for a second. Shit.
I'm sending her a text right now.
Yeah, she said he'll be down in 5 minutes. She just sent me a message. So he getting everybody lined up. Maybe he'll tell her thank you to her face, make her feel good at least. Fucking bitch. Yeah, be nice, man. They Sunday, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right.
25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
He'll ride his man on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Shakes off the tackle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Astronauts send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little running room on that and picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. Then run for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got the home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Schwartz. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
So runs like that can really help the field position as they're up at the 35.
I love when you throw the fullback. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give a bone every now and then.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive.
There's that man again, Cortez. Can't throw it on Cortez, right?
You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets it up to the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down that field. I like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his hand. It's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. I wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on.
Yeah. Huh? Hold on.
their punt team. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the fullback. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The option look. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Sooners!
Good job.
What a great play by the defense and picking it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball. Well, this defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know nothing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Those who wrestles have got to be going off from this quarterback's head. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football away.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays like that.
Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Running back goes in motion. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Astronauts will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. SMU is ahead of this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football. We've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got it.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the old line. Third down coming. They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the quick one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Armour. They make the stop, and not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Just needed 3 yards on third down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route, throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
You know who's going to love this offense picking up some of the first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams that get defenses.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. They go up top and get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped. And that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over for a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Astronauts will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to move them on the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sooner! And the route is on.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about it. They thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Astronauts will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Pater. This dude has shown a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shame that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. Great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Takes the easy one to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Astronauts will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
The offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's good now because you're kicking the goal so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some field goal on the other side. Well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and with one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's made. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And the triple option requires so much discipline. You got to be so sound, understanding all the things they can hit you with. And listen, the quarterback makes it go. You got to focus on the QB. They did a great job here, stringing along, making the tackle. Great job by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Holds it in. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Astronauts! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice as a play caller. You've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm fighting.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him with us.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what...
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And they'll just down it right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the astronauts get it past the sticks.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody in the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
On the option, quarterback on the keeper. On the move is the 30. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Look, we know he's not going to break any land speed records, but if you can run efficiently, it gives the offense another dynamic weapon.
No doubt. And if you got the space, right? He's like, look at all that space out in front. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, like, go take the yards. It's free yardage. I'll take them. I'm not going to score a touchdown probably. I'm not going to go a long ways, but I'll give me some first downs and pad my stats on it.
This offense set up with a second and short. They'll run the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Now on the option. He'll do it himself. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by a field goal over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Can anyone catch him? The 30. The 10. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was almost so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Using his legs, it's Westbrook. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Makes the catch. It's Armour. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried...
Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds.
And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
When this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the run, it's Westbrook. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
He's going to pass. Uncorks it. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's York. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Astronauts will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
and they give it to the fullback going downhill right now. And I tell you what, most of the time, the fullback takes you the ball, but it's most of the time as a blocker. And they give it to him really quickly. Linebacker comes down and meet him in the hole. I tell you what, that's big-on-big collision right there. Big boy pads and big boy pads.
And the astronauts are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On the option. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standards, fellas.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over 100.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track of 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Second down now after the sack. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He makes a catch. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy when your quarterback's got a cannon.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The astronauts will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation in the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look.
Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're not a fan, please subscribe. We're trying. You're like Oklahoma football. We're trying to get as many fans as possible. Thank you for tuning in.
On that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Cheating but stop the clock.
The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Thank you, man.
Pick up a 4 on 1st down.
Have your friends tune in. I play GTA to make cars and things on GTA. So I'll be doing some GTA videos. As well as I got College 26. We'll be playing that shortly with our lead buddies.
They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches
and Madden.
the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Take my 4th and 3.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the
game, guys. Good job.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Colin.
They're just a
Good game, guys. Way to beat his butt.
I think all game up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the one that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you ain't a fan, please subscribe. Oklahoma football, baby. Trying to get some recruits. And with LSU, god damn it. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you ain't a fan, please subscribe.
back.